Thank you for joining me on this impromptu live stream today. I have a few things to set up over on YouTube, so I'm going to mute the mic, and hopefully, by the time everything's set up, we'll have a nice group going here. And so here we go. Let's just Jeff, I see you in the chat. Black Hole Forge, I see you in the chat. My apologies. I'm trying a new setup that would help me see the chat both on Whatnot and on YouTube at the same time. So bear with me for just a second, and I will be right with you. Let's see. Let's see. Can I see the chat? Why can't I see the chat? Why can't I see? I'm trying to figure out the window here on YouTube. Oh, there's the chat window. There's the chat. So, wondering. Okie dokie. Okay, thank you, Black Hole Forge. I think I got a setup that works here, my friends. I think I got a setup that works here. Ha ha ha. Ah, yes, I got it. I got it. Nope, no. I called victory too soon. There. And Jeff, you wanted to ask me advice about YouTube. As you can tell, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Hey, when it comes to fixed content, I know how to do that. I know how to produce videos, but when it comes to live streaming, I'm all over the place. I'm still experimenting with different systems. So my phone is giving me a notification I don't need right now. I just want to be with you guys on YouTube and on whatnot. And so, okay, do we still have? I can't tell how many people are in the are watching the live right now on YouTube, but yeah, if you're watching, let me know in the comments, and yeah, here for something very special today. Okay, so let's get an official start to this live stream. Okay, so by the way, if you see me glancing kind of past the camera, it's because I am. I wanted to be more organized today, so I have a sort of note script set up behind the camera. And so I apologize if I'm not looking directly at the camera, and if that's annoying, I apologize. I don't have, I when it comes to public speaking, I am not great. When I produce my videos, I type out a nicely written script and get it working on a teleprompter on an app, and I record perfect talking head videos. That's how I do it. Um, I know we're going to talk a little bit about getting starting on YouTube today because Jeff, you're interested in that topic. And so I'm happy to answer any questions. But when it comes to live streaming, I am a total novice, just an FYI for anyone who's watching out there. So, official start to the video. Hey, fellow artists on YouTube and on whatnot. I've got a special show and tell for you today. So I received something amazing in the mail a few days ago by Cigar Box Guitar Builder Extraordinaire, Jeff Elliot, and you probably know him from Del Puckett's podcast and for his fantastic Flying V guitar boxes. I've been dying to find out what's inside of this box for a while, but I wanted to share the unboxing raw here on the live with all of you today. And Black Hole Forge says it's okay if your live stream isn't perfect. We learn through imperfections. That is very, very true, and that's the only thing that keeps me trying Black Hole Forge. The only thing. um, so, before we unbox Jeff's treasure, I've been. He's been thinking about sharing his CBG journey here on YouTube. So let's give him a little push by subscribing to his YouTube channel. Jeff, I'm already subbed to your YouTube channel. That one subscriber, that's me. And so I left Jeff's information, his username. Well, he's in the chat. So you could just click on his icon in the chat and just subscribe to his channel to get him started. But I also have his information in the video description box. That is, if you're on YouTube, welcome, Joel on Whatnot. We have a special unboxing live stream today. So if you like cigar box guitars, you're in the right place. Nothing to sell today, just doing a very informal unboxing on a product by a friend that I'd like to show off. Pedro Man, welcome on Whatnot. Hey, it's great to have an audience on two platforms at the same time. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so, and by the way, yeah, if you want to get in contact with Jeff, who is a very, very talented cigar box guitar builder, again, look in the video description box. He left me with an email that you can contact him with. And also, Jeff is in the chat. I think he's still in the chat. Oh, you need more info. So you're not using your user channel. Okay, so don't click on Jeff's icon in the chat, folks. Don't click on it. He's gonna start a brand new YouTube channel to build. Okay, but if you'd like to get in contact with him for CBG building tips, and when you see what I have in here, you're gonna want to contact him about that, and maybe about buying some of his products. His email address is in the video description box, and so that's a little thing to help you get started there. Jeff, don't worry, Jeff. I am going to answer your YouTube questions. Jeff is also here for me to answer some YouTube questions because, again, he wants to get started on YouTube. And so, but before we do that, without any further ado, let's unbox Jeff's gift here. All right, I need some scissors. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Be very careful. Ah. When you try doing things live, simple tasks can become very complicated. Like cutting open a box. All right. I see we got some people meeting each other in the chat. That's cool beans. That is cool beans. All right. I need better scissors. I definitely do. Don't want to accidentally, okay, cut into what's inside here. This wouldn't even work as an ASMR video. These noises that I'm making aren't relaxing at all. Here we go. Okay. Oh, my CBGs are out of frame. I thought I was perfectly framed before I came onto the live. Hold the phone, folks. Hold the phone. I got my cat back and diddly bow back there. There we go. Okay, we can sort of see both of them. Okay, Jeff. Okay. What's in here, folks? I have no idea what's in here. Sitting on the deck, enjoying life and this podcast. Oh, that sounds really, really nice. Cool beans. No doubt with your beautiful, beautiful homemade wine. One of these days, Jeff, we're gonna meet each other at a CBG conference or festival, and we're gonna have some of your wine, and you'll have some of my mead, and we'll have a chat about cigar box guitars. Okay. Oh, didn't realize there was another thing in here. Let me remove whatever's in here from the package off camera because I didn't know there was a second shipping label inside. Okay, I'll be right back, folks. Just off camera for a moment. No worries, folks. Yeah, I know. My lives are always all over the place. That's just the way they are. Ooh. 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 Oh my goodness. Folks, this is a box made by Jeff Elliot. Wait a second. I can tell already how resonant this is. All right. Isn't that nice? Black Hole Forge. Look at. Okay. Oh, and Jeff left a message for me inside the box. Let's read it together. Hi, Liza. Here's your one-of-a-kind, unique box that I made for you. No one else has this box on planet Earth. It's really cool. Sides and back are walnut with a little bit of burl on the sides, and the top is poplar. Nice. No shipping required. Jeff, you are very, very generous. More generous than I. So this is amazing. God bless. Gossip. My light went off. Can you believe the things that happen on my streams, folks? Let me turn on that light. Okay. Okay. I got my light back on. Okay. God has blessed us, so we are blessing you with free shipping and just doing my part for the CBG community. Like I said, Jeff, you are way, way, way more generous than I. And God blesses those who are generous. So thank you so much. Many blessings are coming your way for sure. This is incredible. And so I look forward to seeing what you do with it. I would. Yeah. Well, Jeff, no worries about that. Jeff has mentioned he would have put one of his beautiful bottles of wine in here, but that's illegal. It's also illegal in Florida. I've been wanting to share some of my homemade mead with a lot of friends and haven't been able to. And it's so sad being far away from them where I can't just, drive a few miles, knock on the door, and share some mead with them. But the thought is what counts, and I really appreciate that. But no worries, one day we shall meet. One day we shall meet, trade CBGs, trade homemade wine, and trade stories, and make some music together. So, cool beans. All right, let's take a look at this beauty, folks. Oh, the craftsmanship on this. Jeff, I'm almost afraid to work with this box because it's so beautiful and pristine. Usually when part of the reason I love building cigar box guitars is because I'm working with recycled materials or materials that are going to be discarded, and so if I mess up or um, you know if I mess up somewhere in the process, I'm like, okay, I've learned something. I will improve my techniques and my workflow in the next project. But this box is so beautiful. I am going to really work carefully with this. So this build you may not see this build anytime soon because I want to get this perfect. Look at the finish on that. This is a gorgeous box, Jeff. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Sergio, welcome. And so, folks, have I shown you the inside? I'll show you the inside. Now, I'm just streaming on my phone, no fancy audio here, so you might not be able to appreciate this, but this box, you hear that ringing? This box is really resonant. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jeff. And so, let me see, am I behind on the YouTube chat? Let's check. Might have to, do I have to refresh? No, don't have to refresh. Alrighty. Well, Jeff, if you're still here, wait, let me make sure I'm looking at the most updated chats. Okay, yeah, looking at the most updated chats now. Okay, so Jeff, if you're still here, we can talk about your YouTube channel. I know you had a few questions about getting started, and I would like to do this on the live so that other people can benefit from this information. Again, I am no expert on live streaming, but when it comes to producing fixed content, that is my thing. I enjoy making beautiful videos as well as making beautiful cigar box guitars and beautiful art. And so, Jeff, shoot your questions and let's talk about your YouTube channel. I know that I'm a bit on a delay here, so 101, welcome to my Whatnot channel. I just completed an unboxing of a beautiful box built by Jeff Elliot, cigar box guitar builder extraordinaire, and just here now to answer his questions about YouTube. Because he wants to start his own YouTube channel showcasing his builds, maybe selling them to people in the audience. And so, okay. And so Jeff asks, what kind of camera and mic do you use? Now, when I answer these questions, folks, I just want to clarify, I'm talking about my fixed video content, the produced videos, not my live streams. Lately, my live streams are just on my phone with no extra anything. Okay, so for my fixed videos, Jeff, you will be surprised about what camera I use. I use the camera on my phone. That is it. I use my phone to to produce my tutorials. And why? Why do I do that? Well, the reason is there are some applications on my phone that help me um, uh, make the video production smoother. One, what's this app? I use an app called Teleprompter. I think that's the name of the app, and it helps you record video in full HD, 1080, 1920, 1080p. So it could, help you record high quality video. But the thing is, in the production process, I like to script out my tutorials and all of my other content. For the obvious reasons, I'm not great at public speaking, but I am pretty good at writing. And so I leverage my writing skills to produce my video content. And so that application, that teleprompter application on my phone helps me produce, just makes the production process really, really quick. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to using your camera on a phone, you need decent lighting. Um, you can fix a lot of things in post production, but the better lighting you have while recording your raw content, the less cleanup you're going to have to do during editing. So it's not, use your phone to record your YouTube videos, especially if you need something like a teleprompter app to help you in with the production. But good lighting, getting solid lighting in your space is what you need. What helps is to have at least three sources of light. Have one here, one at this angle, nothing hitting head on. And I have a backlight, a colored backlight that complements the color of your skin really helps too. And so, yeah, I got my little blue light, my blue stage lights happening behind me. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're green, but I think blue helps my complexion on camera a little bit. Now, in as far as microphones, lately, this has changed over time. For my produced videos, this used to be my go-to microphone for all of my highly produced videos. This is a long shotgun mic. And I bought it on Amazon for $25. I'll try to search my my Amazon history, and I'll place a link in the video description box after the live. But what a long shotgun mic like this does is isolate you from your environment. I've done a little tiny bit, as much as I could do, of acoustic treatment in my office space here. But even with all the absorptive materials I've added in here, when I go and listen to my camera, when I go listen to my audio, even through, when I go and listen to my audio, I still hear room reflection. So you need a mic that will isolate you pretty good. Now, the thing with long shotgun mics, you have to be pretty close to them. You can sort of hide them off camera like this, but so long as you're within a foot from it, you'll be okay. And make sure you're on access to the diaphragm. And yeah. So this guy will give you a strong clean signal. Again, you have to play with the input settings and listen back to make sure that you're not capturing too much room sound, because again, this is a condenser mic. It is sensitive. You have to play around with the settings, but with the proper settings, it will effectively isolate you from your environment. Um, and so, yeah, this was past tense my go-to mic. For my more important videos, I still use it, but nowadays, since I'm trying to increase the watch time on my videos, having to sync audio after um, filming does take a bit of time, and I just want I've just, in order to reach my YouTube goals, I had to streamline my production process even further. So, what kind of mic do I use now for my fixed YouTube uh, videos, for my produced YouTube videos? I use my telephone mic, the mic that's built into my phone. And you're thinking, how's that possible? Well, I discovered an AI audio cleanup tool for voiceovers that is free by Adobe. And what I do is, after I film my video, I export the audio, make sure to export as a WAV file, and bring my audio file into Adobe Podcast. That's what it's called. It will clean up your audio to the point where it sounded like you recorded, your voice, or recorded the video in a vocal booth. And so I will, after the stream, Jeff, include the link to the free Adobe Podcast. They do have a premium version, but I'm going to link the free version down in the video description box after the podcast. So to summarize everything that I just said here, Jeff, because I know I'm all over the place. Yeah. So I use my phone to film, and you can get away with filming on your phone if you have good lighting. So just use your phone and just invest in good lighting. 2 lighting sources will get you good results, and a backlight, a back colored light that complements your skin, that will help you too. Something else. And the audio portion. I use my camera audio, and all I do is I export my camera audio and bring it into Adobe Podcast, and it's an AI tool that cleans up your voice and makes it sound like you recorded your video in a voice booth. And this has helped me accelerate my YouTube productions. And so that's how I do things nowadays. Now, if you want to go the legit way, in as far as audio is concerned, I recommend long shotgun mic. And again, I will include a link to this mic in the video description box. Now, if you want to go the shotgun mic route, you're going to need an audio interface. You're going to need a DAW to record what you're doing while you're filming. And so, do you want that information, or do you want to go the simpler route, Jeff? Let me know. Oh, Black Hole Forge has a question. How much storage space do you have do you have reserved on your computer for video editing? Black Hole Forge, I I have a ton of external drives for my video editing projects. And so I have behind me 2 terabyte hard drives that I'm still using, but soon I'm going to have to buy another one. Video projects, yeah, they take up a lot of space. It's not something you just want to fill up your computer hard drive with. Free and cheap for a beginner like you. Well, you know what, Jeff? I've been producing YouTube videos for a long time, and there's nothing wrong with free and cheap. Free and cheap um, can still give you beautiful, beautiful looking videos. You just have to know what tools to use, what works for you, and where to turn. What's more important on YouTube, getting a pretty good quality, but also, being consistent about, you know, getting content out there. So if you're thinking about starting a cigar box guitar business, remember, YouTube is a great platform for any type of creative business because YouTube is still the second largest search engine on planet Earth. Still. And so, yeah, you will show up on Google searches and on Gemini searches if you're producing content for YouTube. And so, yeah. And so, again, I'll link to everything that I'm currently using, and I'll also link to what I used to use. I still use this shotgun mic. I still use all of my mics, but I reserve all of that for my really, 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 really important projects that I can spend a lot of time on, But again, putting stuff out there at a decent quality is important, and with just these simple tools, you can get really high quality stuff out there really fast. And so, okay. Okay. Black Hole Forge, did I answer your question well enough? Yeah. Yeah, I just have a bunch of terabyte external hard drives connected to my computer, and I have a drawer full of hard drives with projects. I have years worth of video projects archived on many, many uh, external hard drives, and that's just the best way to go, you know. Okay. All right. Any more questions on this topic in Speaking Doll? Have you got to check out any new ones? No. Black Hole Forge, I have not been in the market for a DAW for a while. I don't know if you guys caught my live with Del Puckett, but I'm trying to fly solo as a content creator. I'm trying to and a CBG builder. I'm trying to make this my full-time job, and so in order for this to work, we've had to trim down costs. So I haven't been in the market for a DAW in a while, but I do use when I need to record multiple tracks and produce music. I use Cakewalk by BandLab, which is um, basically a professional level DAW you can download for free. Jeff says, I've watched how to start a YouTube channel and they are a little confusing. In as far as equipment, what you need, or big delay. Well, um, well, Black Hole Forge. I hope that answered your question. Again, not in the market for any DAWs. Sometimes I just make recordings in Max 9 as well. I that's one thing that I must always have. I'm always making something. Um, I you know I need Max for all the software I need for my for all the projects I'm doing in the garage, and just for so many projects. And so, but sometimes I use Max 9 like a DAW, and sometimes I'll make recordings in there. But most of the time, when I need to make multi track stuff, I just use Cakewalk by BandLab. Just setting up one. Okay. Um, Black Hole Forge has a good question. How do you keep your YouTube channel secure so that it doesn't get taken away over by one of those Tesla Bitcoin live streams? Hmm. I've heard of hackers taking over Google accounts, and that could really mess someone up with their YouTube channel. I just simply have two-factor authentication on my Google account, Black Hole Forge, and so far I haven't had any problems with hackers taking over my channel. So, knock on wood. Um, Hopefully, I won't have any problems in that arena. Okay. Um, well, to answer your question, Jeff, how do you start a YouTube channel? Well, you could just simply start a new Gmail account. Uh, so you probably already well, you do. I know because we communicated via email. You have a Google email account. Just create another one, and you can create a separate YouTube channel associated with that account. In fact, I think when you make the email, a new channel will emerge from there, and all you have to do is in your Google apps, just click on YouTube, and then you can configure your new channel from there. Like the the backsplash. You can put in your new avatar, channel information, and so yeah, I think just by starting a new Gmail email, and then going to the apps, you'll already have a YouTube channel, a blank YouTube channel associated with that. Alrighty. Okay. Man, this live is jam packed with great information because I've gotten great questions from the live. So, what I'm going to do is, because I know with this, my live streams, folks are all over the place. I will have an edited version of this live for anyone who wants to just get the information they need quickly and not have to watch my fumblings here on the live. All right. So I promised you some news that at least it's exciting to me, and I wanted to share it with all of you on Whatnot and on YouTube. um, who are in, because I know a lot of you on Whatnot who come to watch my channel are also in the CBG realm. And so, oh, okay, Black Hole Forge has a question. What about lighting setup? Really, Black Hole Forge, all I have right now is, I don't I don't have the best lighting setup, and I have to, I spend more time moving my camera around and positioning things when I'm producing with my produced videos. But on the lives, I just find something that kind of works and just go with it. I have an LED light with a diffuser. Got one right there coming at me at an angle, nothing straight on, at an angle. And then I have one off to the side here, just a regular LED lamp with a diffuser. And then behind me, um, I mean, I've collected LED stage lights for some shows that I used to do. My husband used to be a traveling circus when we lived in Miami. We would haul so much gear when we went to go do a show. So I have stage lights, and I'm setting some up in the garage workspace as well. But just using some of my stage lights behind me right here to give a nice colored backdrop. And again, you want to choose a backdrop color that works well with your skin tone, and go from there. But that's all you need: two nice lights, um, coming at you at an angle, um, and more or less above or at face height, and then a backlight, a nice LED backlight, and your videos will look beautiful. And so, okay, good questions, excellent questions. And again, I will edit this live, and make it more concise and more digestible, um, without all the fumblings, in case you guys want to come and review all of this information later. But I got some news. Let me scroll a little bit on my notes so I do not miss anything. Let's see. Huh. Okay. In other news, folks, I attended my local song farmers meeting yesterday. And for those of you who don't know, Song Farmers is an international organization that promotes social music making. Um, and blah, 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 blah. If you're on YouTube, there are links to a video I made about my first Song Farmers meeting. And I have a link to where you could find the chapter closest to you. Again, if you're on YouTube, that information is in the video description box. Shout out to Pete and to Debbie and to Emily, um, who connected with me yesterday at the Song Farmers. It was really awesome meeting, and I was glad to see you all yesterday. So just a shout out there in case you catch the replay of this live. And so this meeting helped me make headway on two projects. Um, the first, as many of you know, I want to produce a comprehensive documentary on the history of the cigar box guitar. And Pete, a fellow songster, told me that there was a cigar box guitar on display in the Stephen Foster Museum in White Springs, Florida, which is about an hour away from my homestead. And so I hope that I can go to the Stephen Foster Museum and take some pictures and maybe take you guys along with me for the ride when I visit it to gather more information about the history of the cigar box guitar. So that that is that will be something that will happen pretty soon. And here's another thing. Another thing that Song Farmers meeting helped me out with. So I'm scheduled to present a musical lecture at my local library in November about the history of the cigar box guitar. And researching is easy, but what's been hard is getting a band of people together who play some authentic or close to authentic, rough and tumble handmade instruments. Yeah, it's hard to get musicians to let go of their pristine instruments. I mean, my husband and I are kind of unusual in that um, we've always participated in noise music ensembles and experimental electroacoustic stuff, and with people who like making handmade instruments and processing them through pedals or through computer plugins and things like that. But it's you know not every musician is into that type of thing. Um, but and not many musicians are into um, noisy instruments that don't tune perfectly or that rattle or that do, I love that stuff, because I mean it's unique. I mean, everything has been done under the sun, but I mean, it makes you different from what most musicians are doing, and I don't know, and if you're looking to stand out in a crowd, why not do something that few people want to do? And plus, there's something to be said about taking in new sounds and incorporating new sounds into your musical palette as a composer, as a songwriter. um yeah, open yourself to new sounds. You'll find like possibilities of new, I mean, your musical world will explode and go. There will be opportunities that show up in front of you that you would have never seen had you not opened your ears up to new possibilities. So that's just my take on it. But anyway, um lot of talented musicians in yesterday's Song Farmers gathering. But again, I went there with kind of the mission to recruit some people for my lecture, and didn't get many takers except one. One person really came out and was really enthusiastic about what I wanted to do, and that one person was my friend Pete. And Pete is a very talented guitarist, vocalist, and songwriter. His guitar playing skills are awesome. He has a beautiful voice and he has written beautiful music. And I heard one of his songs yesterday at Song Farmers. The guy is talented. He's a serious musician. Um, but he told me that he actually grew up playing um, washtub bass and washboard percussion and playing rural southern music, blues, Appalachian, you name it, he's played it. He knows his stuff. And so we're coming together for our first brainstorming kind of jam session tomorrow. Um, and I'm very excited about that. And so I haven't talked to Pete about recording some of our brainstorming or rehearsal sessions, but I'll ask him about it because I would love to share the journey of this ensemble forming with you guys. Jeff says, I think if you can make an instrument and play it and make some music, it's really cool. I agree. I agree with you 100%, Jeff. Um, and I would just say, musicians out there, open your ears a little bit. Open your ears. Because your finely tuned, pristine instruments in other cultures will be out of tune. Their tunings are different. Um, the way they practice music making is different. And so, it's open your ears to many things, and your musical opportunities will just go for sure. And not just in the realm of acoustic instruments, also in electronic and electroacoustic stuff. Explore that stuff too. I love that stuff, and you'll be seeing more of that stuff in combination with my cigar box guitars. Once we get our live area together in our little makeshift juke joint in our garage. So, alrighty. And so, any questions in the chat on Whatnot or on YouTube? I covered everything that I wanted to share with you guys today. And again, I'll have an edited version of this video out for anyone who just wants it. Okay, I need this info. I need this info. I don't want all of your stumblings, Liza. And so, oh, thanks for the heart. I got hearts on YouTube. Yay! That makes me happy. All right. Any questions in the chat? Any questions in the chat? I guess not. All right, folks. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, Black Hole Forge, and Jeff. Thank you so much. Ooh, you're welcome, Black Hole Forge. What are you making for dinner? Just out of curiosity, you've made me hungry here. I like giving people something to contemplate while they're making dinner. So today I'm cheating because today is one of my video production days. I'm gonna do something simple in the air fryer, just a salad, uh, organic soup can thing on the side, and um, organic chicken in the air fryer with barbecue sauce. Just keeping it simple. That's what that's what I usually do on filming days. Just keep it simple. I get fancier when I don't have to be on camera and don't have to be, like decently. I know this isn't fancy, but this is my fancy dress. Thanks, Liza. Don't fret over the box and go for it because it's just a box. It's not just a box, Jeff. This is the finest box I've had to work with, period. So I don't want to mess this up. And so man, you could hear, again, you can't hear it over my stream because of the low quality audio over the stream, but this box rings. And so Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, so much. All right, folks. I'm going to let people go so that they can make dinner. And I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. Chaito, chaito. And come back looking for the edited version of this video. I'll have all of the information nicely presented and some cool things in the video description box for you. So have a great evening. Ciao.